Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and congratulations for coming to the conference in spite of the best efforts of Mr. Mick Lynch, who seemed to wish to get in the way. But thank you for being here, because you are the beating heart of the Conservative Party. But also I want to thank you for giving me almost as warm a welcome as I got outside the hall. But I think that's rather marvellous. I happen to think that having a democracy where you can actually walk through the streets and people can exercise their right to peaceful protest shows the strength of our society. And if people really want to call me Tory scum, I don't mind. As for the socialist ideas of a nationalised energy dream, that would do nothing but create shortages, rationing and intermittency. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard me called before, no doubt, the honourable member for the 18th century. Actually, right honourable member nowadays. I mustn't forget the promotion I was kindly given by the great Boris Johnson, who put me in Her Majesty's Privy Council. But we've been having a discussion about shale gas, and I want to contextualise that, because I know not everybody is keen on it, and we have to get community support for shale gas. That is of fundamental importance. But Lord Deben wrote to my predecessor, he's the chairman of the Climate Change Committee, saying that shale gas can provide 2 to 63 grams per kilowatt hour of carbon dioxide equivalent less than from LNG being imported. What I mean, and that illustrates what I mean about intelligent net zero. It's about making decisions that reduce carbon but also make us more prosperous. Doesn't mean everything that I say is going to happen tomorrow, but it's about a program that makes sure we don't harm our industry so that we go green in ways that create, rather than destroying, prosperity. Because cheap energy is essential to a flourishing economy, but in a way it's the foundation of a flourishing economy. There's more to do, so that's why we are looking at supply-side reforms that go much further. We've already at this conference announced that the definition of small and medium-sized enterprises will expand from 250 employees to 500. Thank you. One more person agrees. This is great. I mean, this is absolutely marvellous. But we've also got to deal with strikes. We've got to keep Britain moving. Isn't that what it says somewhere up here? Yes. And we've got to keep Britain moving by making it harder to have strikes that bring the nation to a halt. So the Prime Minister promised in her campaign that we would legislate for minimum service levels for essential services to ensure that the modernisation of our economy is not held to ransom by union militancy. And bear in mind, Owen Jones came up to me today and had a go at the funders of the Tory party. The funders of the Tory party don't buy the right to have a say in the leadership, do they? When the Socialist Party, they hold the Socialist Party to ransom, these unions, and they also want to try and hold the country to ransom. So the minimum service levels will make that harder, and we will be making that bill a reality soon. And it is a great... and if I may use a rude word, it is a great modernisation.